For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manns. It's Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. Let's take a look at what we did in our first hour strategy session. Before the market even opened, here is Apple Computer, Apple Incorporated, ticker symbol AAPL. You can see here that early in the pre-market session, I had a 175.76 support line drawn. I felt that was very strong support. And a lot of times when we have a big gap open, that early price action is where we find support and we find a bounce. So I had a 175.76 order set to go before the market even opened. This was a one-by-one bracket order. It did fill in the first few minutes of trading, immediately adjusted the one-by-one so that we had a stop just below this 175.76 level. So down about 25 cents. I know some of you have a hard time with those stops, but on that first entry, I'm just looking for, is it going to get me in, yes or no? If it would have opened lower, I would have looked for a 175.38 entry with a 175.17 bottom threshold, so about a 175.05 stop. But 175.76 was the bracket. And then I pulled those orders, those bracket orders, into line so that 176.67 was my initial target. And of course, my stop, as I said, down about a quarter point from my entry at 175.50. Now, what happened was we got up, we started making a move towards that target. And I told you live in our webinar this morning that I was moving the stop up to 176.31, which is the R1 pivot. It did come down, took me out right at that pivot line. Then it went, of course, and made it within 2 cents of that profit objective. So if you drew that top line a little bit lower than I did, maybe you got down into 176.60 or 65 or so, then you got filled at the high of the day. Congratulations. That is not what happened for me. But I did get out with a nice little profit on that opening trade. So I consider that opening trade like a freebie, and I like to be part of it every time that I can. Then I was looking for, based on this price action here and the resistance overhead and the move back down into the range, looking for this 175.38 level to give us an entry. That did happen, and then we had a little bit of bleed back into this 175.17 area. Never made it down to what we would consider a stop loss. Stop on this, you would try to get down into about here. This is where the fall off happened yesterday, where we had this move down into 173.87. But never stopped us out, got us up into 175.76. That made for a good target based on the earlier resistance and support that we saw there. Came back down, 175.38 again, got us up into 175.76. So that was Apple for today. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, adrian@traderinsight.com. I hope you had a great trading day today and an even better one on deck for tomorrow. It's the best trader education anywhere, only from traderinsight.com.